Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz. This is the 62nd episode of the show where I recap my week since lockdown began over a year ago. Big update. I got my second COVID shot. It's right, people. I'm part of the Moderna clan. 2 shots in. Of course, there's got to be a 2-week buffer before it fully takes effect. But got the shot. Went super easy, super fast, just like the first time. Had a little bit of soreness in my shoulder the first day. Second day, I was exhausted. I slept horrible the night before I got the shot. I slept horrible the day I got the shot because of the shoulder. I sleep on my sides, and I tend to roll from side to side throughout the night. But when I can't sleep on one side because I just got a vaccine shot, I don't sleep very good. So off of 2 days of very little sleep, as well as just the side effects of the vaccine, I had zero energy. Just exhausted. I got achy for a few hours. I got the chills for a little bit. I had to lay down for a bit. The achiness kind of just felt like it felt kind of more like arthritis pain. You know, when your joints hurt because it's about to rain or something. That was just kind of the achiness and the chills. But it didn't last very long. I mean, I was exhausted more than anything. But fairly good. Like throughout the day, towards the end of the day, I ordered myself a pizza, because I didn't feel like eating or didn't feel like cooking, and ended up taking an edible, which when I'm sick, I love to take edibles because they help me relax. They help me sleep. Like sleeping is good for recovery. Edibles are, they're not bad for you. They're not going to impede your immune system in any way like alcohol will. At least I don't believe so. I mean, here's the thing: marijuana has never killed anybody in the history of humanity. So, based on that logic, I assume edibles are a similar thing. So, I love taking edibles, especially when I'm sick and I'm not feeling good. I mean, what a better time to feel really high? What a better time to feel really lazy? And it really helps me sleep, which it did. I mean, it helped my appetite return. That's for sure. My roommate decided to buy a box of cookies and then not eat them and then give them to me. So the majority of those were gone by the end of the night. The pizza that I got, I was so out of it, not only because I was tired, but because, edibles. I would lay down and probably pass out for a couple. I had Impractical Jokers on because I couldn't focus on anything. I was too tired. I just wanted something that that I can look up at and smile, which I'll talk about my top 5 favorite TV shows to have on in the background in a couple days on Saturday when I do my top 5. But Impractical Jokers is one of those background shows where you can just look up and you see a little interaction, and it makes you laugh, and then you can look away and close your eyes again, and you're not missing anything. So I had Impractical Jokers, and I would wake up every hour or so, wake up and just have the need to eat cookies. Then I would lay down, and then I'd wake up and I'd have the need to eat some pizza. So I just cycled through eating cookies and pizza all night. So, I surprisingly felt really good the next day. I ended up getting a ton of sleep, thankfully. The edible helped. I also was drinking before the second shot, and then after the second shot, I also experimented with some, kind of new trendy ways to drink alcohol. White Claw was the new trend a couple years ago. Now it's the alcoholic popsicles, those little push pop, icy pop things that have alcohol in them. Roommate got some of those. I ended up ordering some myself, and they are delicious. It's definitely something that is a gateway drug to day drinking, because it really, especially when it's hot outside, it's 100 degrees outside, it's just, kind of miserable. You want something cool, but you're an adult, you're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman, or maybe you're a grown-ass non-binary gender fluid, pansexual, what you could just be a human being that's been on Earth long enough to where you can legally purchase alcoholic things, and it's hot outside and you want to have a popsicle, and then you eat one, and then you're like, well, I started, might as well keep eating them. Okay, maybe I'll add some actual drinks to that as well. So I got those alcoholic popsicles rocking this week. I also got tried out the pre-mixed cocktails in a box. Like, it's not just wine that you can get in a box anymore, but you can also get pre-mixed cocktails. And I found mojitos, which I love a mojito. I love, you give me like a mojito, you give me like what is that one with the ginger beer in it? The Moscow Mule is a really good mixed drink that I enjoy drinking. Like, they're good day drinkings. Like, they're very like refreshing, like a margarita as well. But yeah, I tried out those, because you're seeing these new things, these pre-mixed cocktails in a box. I love it, because I don't when I buy hard alcohol, I'm not buying all the ingredients, right? I'm just putting the straight alcohol in a glass with some ice and maybe some mineral water, some soda water, or just straight up water to water it down a little bit. But I'm not doing any fancy cocktail making. So, I try to be fancy now and then and try to go high class, put my pinky up here and there, get the pre-mixed cocktail mojitos, which was delicious. It was good. It was good. Not a really affordable price, but worth it. Worth it now and then. Same thing with the popsicles. Getting a bottle of vodka is a lot cheaper than going that route. But it was nice. And, boxed wine, obviously, is something that's surprisingly been missing. There's a Walgreens that I like to get a boxed wine from. It's real cheap, lasts a few days. And they've been cleared out. It's weird. It's like there's a gas shortage in most of this country. And at the Walgreens that I shop in, there's a boxed wine shortage. Like, literally, the shelves are empty all the time. The boxed wine shelves. So it's a tragic time going on here in the desert without any boxed wine, but I'm surviving. For all those concerned, I'm surviving. I'm doing okay. So yeah, I got my shots. I also got some new paint brushes. So the most recent paintings that have come out this past week are with the new brushes, which I kind of enjoy. I haven't added any new brushes to the collection, so it's kind of fun just to mix things up, forces my brain to think a little bit different and hopefully come up with different things in the paintings and things like that, have more fun with it, challenge myself, step out of my comfort zone, all those kinds of things. So new brushes, and also investing in my art and in all that stuff, getting new equipment is also beneficial in the long run. But yeah, it's overall good week. I'm happy I got the second shot. Kind of got most of my stuff done. The shot, even though I planned on taking 2 days off and I ended up taking 2 days off. For whatever reason, I didn't get all the work done before I got the second vaccine shot. So yesterday, which I record all these episodes on Sunday, so Saturday, which is a day I usually prep for this show, and sometimes I'll have to update my website with new artwork. I had to prep. I had to update my website with new artworks. Only 7 paintings, but just to get through the week. But had to do that, and had to watch the 2.5 hour long Zack Snyder blurfest known as Army of the Dead, which was okay, but way too long. And then also had to watch the episode of Ted Lasso that I hadn't watched. So I left a lot of work for myself. But thankfully, I felt fine Saturday. I got my shot on Thursday. Friday, I was pretty out of it, exhausted, achy, a little bit of chills. And then Saturday, I felt awesome, actually. Nothing better than waking up the day after taking like a high dose edible. I took like 100 milligram edible that the night where I wasn't feeling good, that I wanted to make sure I got good sleep. Nothing makes me feel more relaxed than waking up that next day after an edible. Whew, just like it really feels like I just had the best massage ever. Like my entire body, like I never feel, mind and body never feels more calm than after that. So I think I'm going to be ordering more edibles just to take at night, and to at least, once a week maybe have a, if I really need a good night's sleep and want to be relaxed the next day, it's something I think I'm going to be doing more of. Anything to get away from drinking these alcoholic popsicles all the time. But that's been my week. Hope everybody else has been having a good week. Make sure you get your vaccines. It doesn't cure COVID. It only makes it way harder to get COVID. Make sure you still wear your masks. There's going to be a bunch of people who are a bunch of people pretending to follow CDC guidelines now that the CDC guidelines are that you don't have to wear a mask. So it's easy for people to just lie about getting their vaccine, even though they will not get a vaccine. People are insane. People are insane. So I hope everybody's being safe. Get your vaccines. Be smart. Treat people with respect, for God's sake. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a troll. She's a bully. And there's nothing worse than a bully who is playing the victim, which it seems like all of her and her clan are playing the victim because they failed at overthrowing the government. And we need to find out who it was. And I would put money on the fact that she is involved. Anyway, till next week, everybody. Go over and get yourself some amazing coffee over at stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram for the best coffee in the world. Hands down. It's been voted on. It's been chosen. Deal with it, people. It's the best small batch, single origin, premium coffee you will ever get inside of your body. So go order yourself some amazing coffee over at stationhousecoffee.com and give Station House Coffee a follow on Instagram and let them know that I sent you. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Buy my merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out.